Okay, 3 things every man must do before you get married to a woman. All right, this is essential information. I'm going to talk about not going to Las Vegas at the end of the video, so you want to stay tuned for that. So, number 1, if you want to have a successful long-term relationship with a woman, you're going to need to do these 3 things. Okay, and the first thing you're going to need to do is learn how to feel your feelings. It sounds really basic, I know. And a lot of men, because of our conditioning as little boys, we learned how to not feel because feeling was weak. You were made fun of on the playground. You were beat up. You were bullied. And people were taught you to man up and stop crying and stop acting like a baby and stop acting like a girl and other misogynistic tactics that helped you not feel. So this is my personal story. I was that kid. And then I turned into an adult man who couldn't have a successful relationship because I was emotionally constipated and shut down. Okay, that is going to lead to relationship failure. So when you learn how to feel your feelings, you have less triggers and you're more able to hold space and be with your wife's feelings. Because a woman's emotions can trigger a lot of men. Men want to fix it. They want to problem solve. We want it to go away because it's uncomfortable, honestly, to see our wife in pain. And it's activating. It doesn't feel good over here, right? So the way you help her out is you learn how to feel a lot more. That's going to lead to long-term marriage success for you. All right, number 2. This is huge, all right? And there's 3 skills in here. Can you take responsibility for your part in a fight? Can you validate her feelings? And can you empathize with her feelings? All right, this is a big one. I wrote an entire book about this. Own, validate, empathize. Okay, memorize this and learn how to do it. And I'll just give you a couple quick examples. Ownership looks like I raised my voice, I was a jerk, I hurt your feelings. Okay, that's taking responsibility for your behavior, what you did or didn't do. Validate is 3 words. That makes sense. That makes sense you feel sad. It makes sense you feel hurt. It makes sense you feel angry. Okay? Those 3 words are going to change her life if you can get good at those. All right? That's validation. And empathize is trying to put yourself in her shoes and feel what she's feeling just a little bit. Like, oh, that must be tough, honey. Oh, that sucks to be you right now. Wow, I feel sad hearing you talk about how sad you are. Oh, that kind of behavior actually goes a long way for a good woman, all right? So own, validate, and empathize. Oh, and the other thing, another example here is when you're being a jerk, you can say, this is all 3 skills wrapped up in one. I was a jerk. I can see the impact on you was that you got hurt. Your feelings are now hurt, and it makes sense. So see how I just did all 3 skills in 1 or 2 sentences there? Own, validate, empathize. All right, number 3, the third most important skill if you want to have long-term marriage success with a woman, okay, is you got to embrace discomfort. What do I mean by that? Well, a lot of men, strangely, will climb the highest mountains, will get into the ring and fight in an MMA fight, just like gnarly stuff. Race cars really fast, play sports that are incredibly painful, like football, for example, or rugby, full contact sports, right? And not have a whole lot of fear and not have a lot of problems with that. But then the moment they get into a fight or a conflict with a woman, they turn into little boys or they turn into a very scared person. And they blame, they shut down, and you might be like this, right? So it's really interesting. So you want to get good at discomfort in the context of your marriage because there's going to be a lot of discomfort forever. And that means you're going to get triggered and activated by her behavior. She's going to get triggered and activated by you and your way. It's going to be really intense. And the more you can relax into your experience and be like, wow, I'm really uncomfortable. Wow, this is really upsetting. And not run away from it, not go to your phone, not blame her, not go to porn, but to just be with your experience. Again, you're going to have the capacity to work through conflict. And the inability to work through conflict is the single biggest reason for divorce. Okay, so if you want to avoid divorce, you're going to embrace conflict, adversity, discomfort. That it's just part of the path. It's not bad, it's not wrong. It's just part of the deal in a long-term relationship. So you want to get good at it using those first two skills, right? Feeling your feelings, own, validate, empathize. Okay, if you can do these three things, you're going to have so much more success in your marriage, and you're going to just have a good experience. You're just going to enjoy marriage. Marriage is awesome. I personally love being married. I love being a dad, and I love the dojo. I love the path that relationship requires me to like grow up and get stronger as a man and as a person. So I hope that helps you on your journey. Now, one last comment about Las Vegas. I've been to a lot of bachelor parties over the years where guys felt the need to go to Vegas or a strip club or something before they got married. The reason this is problematic, you can certainly do that. This is problematic is because the mindset of that man is like, I'm about to be trapped, and this is kind of my life sentence, marriage. If you're seeing marriage that way, I don't recommend getting married. I would pump the brakes right now and reevaluate. Because if you're going into the marriage already like, I'm only going to have sex with one person for the rest of my life, and it's really bad and tragic, and that's awful, I just don't think marriage is probably the best idea for you. All right? Okay, make sure to subscribe to my channel. More videos on the way for you.